And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Inside, Smith and Şengün. Amen Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Durant in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Şengün, and another basket for Houston.
Yeah, that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Jokic with it. Now Thompson defending. Outside Johnson. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
And again, it's Denver missing.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Jokic. Back to Gordon. The three is up. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Durant owning the inside.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Denver, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, Houston, half a game behind.
When I look at Houston, when you think about it, everyone expected them to be an elite team. Now, obviously, they've had problems thus far, but there's still a lot of time left for them to turn this season around.
And it's early. A lot of teams battle adversity in the first part of the season. It's just a matter of getting through it and not getting discouraged.
Pass to Gordon, puts up a 3. The kick out to Johnson. And here's Gordon, covered by Smith. 5 to shoot. Confident shooting from Jokic.
You don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
And probably one of the least favored opponents to take on around the league, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, they're so well coached. They're physical. They're aggressive defensively. They're monsters on that glass. They'll take something out of you.
Murray passes to Jokic. Shoots over Şengün. No good off the back of the rim.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Picked by Smith. Thompson with it. Checked by Murray. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Gordon outside. From behind the arc. And again, Denver with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Smith outside. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Thompson. The rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail. Jokic with it. 11 points in the game. For the tie. Murray, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
A nice shot by Smith.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. A different look for Denver. Here's Brown. And he lays it up and in. Brown's got 11 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Holiday against Brown. Got it. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Strother. And a miss there on the triple. The Rockets lead by 4. So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Davison's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Finney Smith passes to Davison. Adams with a screen on Brown. Here's Davison. Three-pointer, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Hardaway's shot is good.
And using a mix of strength and agility, Hardaway Jr. beats the contact.
Here's Shepherd. Lays it up and banks it in. Shepherd's gotten his second bucket.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
And here's Brown for 3. No good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's Houston up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Zeke Naji out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Murray, then it's Bruce Brown, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position.
And sometimes Murray overwhelms defenses with his energy, which is why he gets these calls.
Crawford's checked in for Finney Smith. For over a decade, Jonas Valanciunas has been a physical presence down low, RJ.
And he's shown that he's capable of hitting threes, but he is still at his best on the inside. Rebounding, setting screens, rolling hard, and doing quite a bit of damage in the post.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Here's Shepherd. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Shepherd, defended by Hardaway. Şengün. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Durant, he's checked in for Houston. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for Valanciunas. And Strother subbed in for Naji. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
And here's Shepherd for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Jokic with a screen on Durant to take the lead. The rebound by Shepherd. Houston in the lead. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Shepherd, defended by Murray. 20 feet out. Şengün. Can't throw down the putback. Denver has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And that one's good. Strother. Strother's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Okogie comes in for Tate. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. And then for Denver, Gordon, he's checked in for Strother. Watson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Johnson in for Brown. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now Gordon. He launches. Cash from downtown.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Murray against Thompson. Oh, no good on the layup. Denver's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Oh, no good on the layup.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort. And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Outside Gordon. Shoots a 3. The 3 is in.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations. This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
Outside Watson. Rebounded by Smith. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Durant fires, and he gets it from 15.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
1:14 left in the game. And here's Murray. Gordon. Jokic. Johnson outside for 3. Outside Murray. Jokic the screen. And another shot. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
Murray against Thompson. Now Jokic. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
Morphing from second-round pick to superstar. Jokic comes up big for this team night after night.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
The 3 ball is down.
You don't need experience if you have guts. The young fella gets thrown right into the action. Smith Jr. wants to be here in late games.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead he's given them?
Now Smith. Thompson fires. Misses the free. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. And they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play. And by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a